the final session with a presentation on linking risk management with business strategy. May I please can all of you please join me in welcoming the CFO of Habib Bank Limited, Mr. Ayaz Ahmed. Please put your hands together him.
Thank you very much. We had a very interesting session on the transition of the CFO to the CEO. And while sitting in my seat, I looked at the CFO conference and I thought to myself, what does it take for a CFO to move to a CEO? Now, if you concentrate on the CFO and try and change it to CEO, what do you need to, what's missing or what do you need to add? And I came to the conclusion that you need one big stick. You put that there and it becomes a CEO. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think the answer is that the CFO can move to a CEO if he had some stick. However, one of the other things that came out from those presentations is that you need something else. Apart from the training that you've had so far, apart from the skills that you have developed so far, there's something missing and there's something else you need. And I see a lot of people have left, so we've got a few people here. So I'll share some of my secrets of what I think is going to make a good CEO, and my talk is actually going to be about that. It's about understanding the business. It is understanding the risks that primarily go into making a business. And that's where I think if we're going to transition, people are going to have to address this concept of we are not living in an ideal world where everything balances to the last rupee and paisa. It is going to be a time of uncertainty. It's going to be a time of trying to evaluate life as it is. And that's the key message of my presentation today. I'm going to share some secrets of how you can actually try and understand the business side of what we are doing. And I think, like I said, that's the sort of key message out of that. Any business, life would be easy if there was nothing, there was no risk. But however, most of the business starts from being able to sit down and take some risks. Otherwise, it would just be an investment. Risks is something that is, again, I'm going to try and move away from accounting talk, and we're going to talk about really in substance what makes a business risk involved. So you look at this and you move forward and you say, what is risk? And risk is something that's going to happen that is going to be different from what you hope or you expect or you plan to happen. Now, if there was certainties, then you'd be in a different world. But effectively, 90% of what we do today is to do with risk. So it's really the chance of something happening that will have an impact on your objectives. And that really, in a nutshell, is what it is. And I think the interesting thing is that accountants, if you look back in about 20, 30 years ago, they used to sit in the back office. The real business happened in the front, and they would throw the vouchers over to the accountants, and they used to start collecting them, and about 2 months after the event, they would come and say, by the way, this happened. Since then, there's been a very positive transformation in the whole accounting world, partly driven by technology, that the accounting has come out and has started to become integrated into your business processes. So you now have every business, more or less, you will see that the accounting happens almost simultaneously with the business process. And that's a big change. It's a very big change from computers and the people who deliver technology. They're hugely successful because of that. On the other side, I think it puts the accountants under tremendous strain, because in the past, they really had a lot of time to think about things. They could put them in the background, they would evaluate it, they would sort of almost